Are you guys ready for day 46? Let's go!
What's up, guys? I am Michael McAnally, and this is Leo the Hiking Dog. For the last year, we have been planning and preparing for this thru hike of the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for joining our adventure. If you are enjoying the journey, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We would be super thankful.
Good morning, day 46. We are on trail. It's just around 8 o'clock now. It is 33 degrees. So thankful for that shelter last night and having that fireplace. John and Laura are moving to the area. They were hanging out there, locals, not through hikers, but John was stoking the fire and keeping it fed with wood, and so that was kind of nice, so we didn't have to get up and do all the work. And they had a whole bunch of extra food that they kept giving us, which is always a bonus as well. So it was really cool, that shelter last night. Our goal today is about 18.5 miles. So I think a Lauren something shelter, so I'll look a little bit later and give you guys the name. But today, what is it? Laurel Falls?
Yeah.
Laurel Falls shelter. So yeah, got Tyler back with me back here. So you guys saw him yesterday. Told you he was coming. Oh goodness. All right. Oh, that log doesn't look like a good option. Alright, Laurel Creek shelter. Alright, I got to cross this stream and it looks like there's a good option right here, so I'm going to put this away. Alright, we just had some wild turkeys on the trail, and we'll see if I can't catch them on camera. They just flew up around the corner here. They might be gone though. We saw a deer this morning, but he got away before I got the camera out. Alright, we made it to the next shelter here, the Bailey's Gap shelter. Nothing fancy, a little small shelter with a picnic table. There. We're going to stop and take our first break, utilize the privy, and check on water. Alright, we're a little over 4 miles into the day. Just left that shelter there. Stop for a short break. I gotta stop and get some water soon, but we got a couple cool features coming up on the trail today. Wind Rock, which is about a little over 3 miles from here, and then Kelly Knob today as well. So, and that's going to be closer towards the end of the day, but they should provide some pretty nice views and things like that. So I'm excited for those today. So far, Virginia's always had something, like almost every day. Like yesterday we had Angel's Rest and Pierce Ledges, and so pretty soon all the little features start to run together and you forget where they're all at. Now we are about to the end of the first Virginia map, so after we get done with the Triple Crown of Virginia, which is Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs, we'll wind up switching maps and I'll see what else. But I mean, there's just been so many memorable things in Virginia so far, like the ponies and the Grayson Highlands and the views there as well. So Virginia's really been my favorite so far, really, with all the different cool things. Damascus was a little disappointing, but I'm sure if you like to be around a lot of people, I bet you trail days is fun, but it wouldn't be fun for me because I don't like being around that many people in such a small place. And the time of year that I went through there, everything was closed. So it wasn't that big of a... Hot Springs was cool, but that wasn't Virginia. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get these miles in, and I can't wait to show you guys the features that we get to today, like Wind Rock coming up. Coming up on Wind Rock. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some logistical issues that I'm running into. My wife sent a box that's going to be at a hostel on Tuesday, but I should be passing through that hostel on Monday. It's a little bit of poor communication between us that led to a small mistake, but not that big of a deal. We'll figure it out. I called the hostel owner and they were more than happy to forward the box for me. So now I have to find a way to get off trail to get supplies that I need to get to that next stop, whatever I have her forward that box to. And how many days will that be? And how many days lead do I need to give her so that she can go mail the box? The box arrives before I do. So I've got to kind of figure all that stuff out. I've got all that going on in my head right now. And those are the little logistical things that you run into out here if you're doing it like I'm doing it, which has been so helpful. I mean, my wife sending me boxes and me not having to go to the store and shop has been so easy. I get a box, I pull my 4 days worth of food out, I put it in my food bag, and I can keep on trucking down the road, and I don't even have to go to town. So, but it also does run into logistical mailing issues with weekends and the further I get away and all those type of things. So we'll figure it out. But I do have to come up with a plan because she does need to send my next box now. So I'll have the plan way out, which I hate doing because out here things can change so quickly. You don't know from day to day where you might have to go long mileage or shorten your mileage or anything like that. And we're running into a weather window. We want to get to Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs on a good weather day. Today's Sunday, and the forecast is calling for rain starting middle of the day Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, and we're 50 miles away from McAfee Knob. Now, we might have to push some big miles, but we still have that resupply issue. So, I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. We were trying to slow down through this section, but it doesn't look like the weather's going to let us. Hence, we only did 15 miles yesterday. We have 18 planned for today, but we might have to go further now. I don't know. All right, those are just all the things that I'm trying to figure out, and the things that you have to figure out when you're doing a through hike when it comes to logistics and your food and resupplies and things. Also, at some point I'll need to shower and wash my clothes again. So yeah, those are all things I got to think about, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and push these miles. we got. Take a short break here. Wow, nice view. Nice view. Alright, just finished lunch and I sat down and kind of figured some things out logistically, and here's the plan as of right now. I'm good for today, and I'm pretty much good for tomorrow, but then I would have no food for Leo the next day. So I've got to get off trail tomorrow and get some food. Now there are no hostels, there are no places to take a break or take a shower or anything all the way until Daleville. And we're a ways out from that. So looks like we're just gonna have to just get everything that we need off trail tomorrow and get back on trail and push into Daleville. The place where my resupply is going, she said she has an aggressive dog, so I don't want to bring Leo there, and she doesn't allow any animals, and she's a by donation place, so she can do that. And also my package is going there, but it won't be there on time, so we're gonna have her forward that down the trail, and that's the plan. But tomorrow is the eclipse, so the eclipse is going to happen during the day tomorrow, so I'm hoping to be able to catch some good footage of that from somewhere, wherever I'm at on trail. So I got to figure that part out too, as to like where I'm going to get picked up and go get resupply, and where I'm going to try to film this eclipse from. So yeah, you guys won't get to see this until after the eclipse, but the eclipse is going to happen while I'm out here, so I want to make sure I get some good footage of it, and it's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool to be out here in the mountains when that eclipse happens. So that's the plan as for now. We're going to figure the rest out as we go. Tomorrow's worries will wait, and we're just going to get through hiking today. I don't know if we're going to stop at the shelter that we originally planned on, because I think I need to get a little bit more miles in now, but I'll see. So the original plan was 18 miles today, and now I might increase that to 20, 22, somewhere in there. We'll just see how I feel when I get there. But we still have Kelly's Knob coming up today, so definitely want to show you guys that when we get to Kelly's Knob. So we're gonna get these miles in. Alright, we are 15 miles into our day. I think we're going to push for close to 20 now. We're going to push to past the shelter, which is in about 4 miles or so. So we're going to tent camp tonight, definitely, because there's no shelter even close after that. But I just want to get some of those extra miles in before we have to call for that shuttle tomorrow. Still haven't made it to Kelly's Knob yet. That's about another 2 miles. So we're making this climb right now up to it. It's the last big climb of the day. The temperature has shifted from below 30 this morning to above 70 now. So all my layers have come off. I wish I was in my shorts, but I'm not gonna stop to change. But man, what a dramatic shift in the weather again. When I started this morning, there was still places where there was snow on the ground, and now it's 70 degrees. So, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful that it's warm again. I'd much rather hike in 60 to 70 than in 30s. All right, I'm out of breath, so we're gonna keep on climbing. We made it to Kelly's Knob. Whew. That climb to get up that hill from that road, that gives Jacob Slider a run for its money. That was a butt kicker. But once you get up top, then it kind of smooths out and you're walking on the ridge line for the last mile and a half. But man, getting up there was no fun at all. All right, but we got a view up here. I'm gonna sit down, take this little pack off break, and just enjoy it for a minute. Whew. Let's see what we got. Blocked by trees, but still a beautiful view. Man, if I was stopping tonight, I'd love to camp here. Look at all that nice soft supple grass to set a tent up on. Big old fireplace. Somebody's already stacked up the firewood, although I wouldn't need a fire tonight. Man, what a beautiful little place. All right, we're gonna take a little break and then we're gonna go ahead and finish out the day. Alright, we just passed the shelter that we would have been staying at. Now the important part is I have to have signal tonight so that I can make all my arrangements. So I have my cell phone on and I'm waiting to find a spot where I can camp that I have signal, and so I can make arrangements to get a resupply. This is the first time I've had to do a resupply on trail. I explained why this happened earlier. But we're going to try our best to prevent it from happening again. I really don't like having to break up my day and go find food, shop, make decisions when I have resupply boxes that keep it simple, where I don't have to make any decisions. Everything's just there to go. So, all right, I will show you guys the camp spot when we find one. And beautiful pasture here. See something out there grazing. Can't quite tell what it is. I think it's a deer. Yeah, it's a deer out there grazing. See him lift up his head. Alright, we have been hiking for 2 hours since that shelter, and I still have yet to find a cell signal. We are almost to the Keffer Oak. The Keffer Oak is another like iconic thing on the AT. It's this like 100-year-old oak tree that's supposed to be absolutely massive. So we're gonna go ahead and push to that, and then we gotta find a campsite soon. It's getting dark. This is the Keffer Oak. You see that very large tree. We're going to get closer to it so you can kind of get an idea of how big it is when you get to the base of it. As you give you guys the overview before we got close. Keffer Oak. So that's it. I think we're going to camp here. I don't have any signal, but I don't think we're going to get any signal, so there's some nice grassy spots back here. This looks like good camping. Yep, this will work. Nice and grassy. Should be nice and soft. Alright guys, I'm into the tent. I got to get everything set up. I still have to eat dinner. Leah just got done eating dinner. So we're going to call it a night. We made it 22.2 miles today. And we still have to find a signal so that we can get our resupply tomorrow. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.